doggone buns. It is Monday morning. Let's go ahead and get out of here and get on to this job. Now, hope you guys had a good weekend, a good night's sleep. You were able to get home, work, your destination of choice, safe and sound at one piece. No hassle, fuss, trouble, problems, or misunderstandings. Goodness gracious, my allergies. No meet and greets. Oh my goodness gracious. Well, let's see. I didn't really do anything this weekend, but stay in the house. Okay, that'll get you out. Like, there ain't nothing new. But I found where the I don't know if I was telling you guys last week that I kept hearing like a strange noise, like in the house, and it would be like in the walls, but it would be like a buzzing noise, or a hum, a long, like a loud vibrating noise or whatever, right? It's the pipes, because my great uncle came over this weekend, actually on Saturday, and he sat up there and he looked at the toilet, right, because the toilet kept running, so I ended up turning off the water on the toilet, and when he turned it on, I heard that noise, like I heard all that, right? And I said, okay, I know where the noise is coming from now, right? It's the pipes. But and that's because I had the water like very low coming into the toilet, so I'll be able to still flush the toilet, right? But my great uncle told me to just go ahead and just turn it off, period. And it needs the floating device or whatever it is, or maybe that whole little section thing replaced. And he said he'll tell my cousin. I said, okay. So I know what it is, right? And he said that once that's replaced, then it should stop the toilet from running water. But, so the water is not just running like it is. That's why he said turn it all the way off and just turn it on when, after I finish using the restroom, so I'll be able to flush the toilet and then turn it back on. I said, okay. It was that, but at first, the noise, you couldn't hear the noise at all. And I was like, okay. It was like the noise didn't come on at all. It was doing it all morning long. And then all of a sudden, it wasn't doing it while they were there. The whole time they were there. And I said, it reminds me of my car. Like, anybody has a situation about their car, like, you hear certain squeaks or noise or knocks or whatever it is. And if you take it in to be looked at, it's like the whole time you hear it going to where you're going to get it looked at. And then as soon as you get there, there's nothing. And your car has you sitting there looking like boo-boo the fool. Like, there's nothing wrong with your car. You be like, yes, it was. That's the reason I had to bring it in. I'm serious, it was this, And so my great aunt and my great uncle, but like, maybe it's like a squirrel or something that was going across, like maybe one of the critters or animals on the roof, or maybe something got inside, and maybe in the attic. I was like, no, this is not something that's creepy crawly, a critter like that. I said, it's not scratching and stuff. And he was like, well, somebody probably has to go look up in the attic. I said, I've already told my cousin I'm not going in the attic. Ain't no ifs, ands, and buts about it. I'm not going to check nothing in the attic. Period. It ain't happening. So, he said he will have, he'll let my cousin know what the situation about the toilet and everything. And I said, okay. So, I did that. I cleaned up my room. I hung up as much as I could. I folded up majority of my shirts. A lot of them are still on the couch, on my couch. because I have a lot of t-shirts. And I said I need to stop buying t-shirts because I have nowhere to put them. I don't have a drawer to put them in. I just have a lot of t-shirts. So I was like, I knew I had a lot of t-shirts, but I didn't really know exactly how many I really had. Like, I have 3 drawers full with t-shirts and still have quite a bit still on my couch. And I laid them out to where they would be, you know, all the black t-shirts together, all the blues, the pinks, the orange, the beige, the whites, the grays. And I was like, that's a lot of shirts. That's a lot of shirts. So I was like, yeah, you don't need to buy another t-shirt. None. Even though I think they may be cute with cute little sayings and stuff on them. Or I like, you know, the different quirky socks and stuff. I was like, yeah, you might want to get a hold of yourself. Like, what you doing, you need to stop. So, I'm just saying. So, yeah. That's it in a nutshell. Oh, my best friend told me about a show called Starter Up. That's on Crackle. I think it's like 3 seasons. But it's also on Netflix, right? And Netflix is where I was watching it from. But I didn't know it originated from Crackle. And so I have been watching it since yesterday afternoon, right? So I stopped on sorry, y'all. I stopped on season 2, the beginning of season 2, episode 1. And I'll watch that when I get home. But I at least watched all of the first season yesterday, to early this morning. And so, yeah. I'm going to have to take some. I didn't take any allergy meds before I left the house. And I should have. I really should have. And I was thinking about it, and I was like, no. I say, I'm just going to wait. I said, I need to finish washing my face, brush my teeth, and all that. I'm just going to wait. I should have took it right then and there. But no. But I have some at work. So I'm going to have to take it when I get to work. Because I woke up, and this left eye was like a little bit crusted in the corner over here, and like it's running right now. My eyes are watering right now, and my nose is itching like crazy. So and then it had like the I guess mucus that's in your eye in the morning. So I was like, yeah, I truly need to start taking it. Well, actually, no, my best friend told me to take it at night. And I know my doctor mentioned it too before, but I didn't think about it. So, not only will I take just one while I'm at work, and I'll have to take, like, at night, I'll take the other one. That way it can be in my system. At night, and that way when I wake up in the morning and stuff, I won't be so messed up. And go from there. And as for like my neck and my throat area, it's still tight. And still, when I eat a drink, I can feel it when I'm swallowing. But it's still tight and everything, even with doing the massages and stuff, especially when I feel it tight. I find myself like extending my neck and doing my mouth exercises because it's uncomfortable. The discomforting is very uncomfortable. So, and y'all, I'm gonna have to end up buying another stand, because the one that you guys are on right now with my phone, it acts like it doesn't really want to grip and hold. You hear me? So I'm gonna need to get another one. I'm definitely gonna have to get another one, and I'll probably end up getting one that's that more or less holds it at the bottom and then clamps on the sides, like that or something. Because that seems like it'll be a lot better. I'm sorry, y'all. My nose is really just itching like crazy right now. And but the show Starter Up is about a tech company, like the currency, digital currency, and it's a startup company by I forgot the character's name, what her name is, but either way, she started a company, right? And her thing is this, that she wanted it so bad to be accepted and somebody to appreciate her ideal and buy into it, right? And so with that in mind, she came across like the banker guy, Tomlin, I forgot his first name. His daddy was embezzling money, so his daddy gave him some money and told him, these are the accounts you need to put it in, and do that for me, do it that favor, because he was going to go on the run and hide out, right? So he asked the son to do it. The son took the money, gave it to the young lady who had the Gen Coin, that's the name of it, Gen Coin is the name of the company. But the character who actually, and I'm very much late to the scene. Y'all know me in some of these shows, I don't know nothing about them. Sometimes I can be on them when they first start and they, look interesting. The other time I don't figure out and know anything about them until later on. So, but yeah, some of the money that he was asking the guy, his son to put into the accounts that needs to, where the money needs to go, belong to Roland. 300,000 of it belongs to Roland, this character named Roland, that it was supposed to be like his neighborhood stash money is what he said. And he said that they were supposed to turn it, put it in the account and turn a profit on it, right? And that's not what happened. His daddy actually, Tomlin's daddy, actually stole Nick. I think that's his name, Nick Tomlin. His daddy actually just stole the money, right? And so all this is supposed to be taking place in Miami. And they're saying the scene in Miami is like everybody is corrupt. I don't care if it's from a little to a lot. And when they say when you're doing business and everything, so I'm so sorry about that, y'all. But right now, so far, at the end of season 1, her sister gets killed by the supposed to be Russian mob as a warning. And this is what's her name? I forgot her the character's name. The company Genco, because she signed over the company without having an attorney there, without having an accountant there. She trusted the word of a mega well, a billionaire, a millionaire. I think he's a billionaire that has like several tech companies or whatever it is. She trusted what he was saying to her, and he wanted to know the why. Like, why do they believe in this company between her, Roland, and Nick, right? Why do they believe in this company, and why is it that, you know, they think he should invest in the company, right? And so they tell their whys, which is basically giving up their, they don't, I mean, push come to shove, they don't see it right then and there, but later on, it's their why is used against them in order for, later on when it comes down to when she sit up there and sign the papers without, you know, having it evaluated, the contract. Because if she would have had the contract evaluated, she would have known that she was about to lose her company, that he was buying it from her. And how he got it from her is because he owned the third, because he was putting up the money. He let her have ownership of a third, meaning she was supposed to be a board member as well, right? And the third company he bought in was supposed to be like a broadband, in order to be able to carry like the traffic flow that was supposed to be coming into the site for her Chick-fil-A business, right? But he owned that as well, so which gave him the majority stakeholder in her company. And this whole time she didn't care at the end when she signed those papers, you know, thinking that it was going to get her out of another situation, out of debt, and was going to help her family, which is the reason that was her why of starting the company. So, and she was willing to, for Nick and Roland, she was willing to X them out and not give them any shares, no holdings, no stocks, no nothing. Even though they helped her in the beginning trying to start up her company. And so in the end, she screwed them, but she got screwed too. So it's interesting. It's very much interesting. Roland's son done sit up here and one of the I guess the leaders of his neighborhood was sit there, kept threatening his father, kept threatening Roland, but was trying to, you know, get his son to, you know, basically be on his side and be a part of the neighborhood gang and situation and stuff. And Roland kept telling his son, you know, I want better for you. I don't want you to be a part of this. You know, this is not the road. This doesn't make you a man, right? He kept telling him that. But, you know, being a teenager, you want to do what you want to do. You don't think your parents know anything. They can't tell you nothing. And you want to do something that you want to do. Well, they tried to sit there, and they were first going to try to kill Roland. And he was like, you kill me if you want to, you won't get the money. Because he explained to them that the money is being invested. He doesn't have it. And they won't get it if they kill him. He was like, you won't see a dime. And so instead, they beat him. You got to come in real close on this vehicle. Instead, they go ahead and beat him and everything. And had Roland strapped to a chair with some barbed wire around his arms and everything, and had his son stand there and watch, right? So later on, when they come to his son, was like, you know, we gave your dad time. It had to be this way. You know, nobody else want to sit up here and, you know, kill Roland. because he kept, you know, the supposedly leader of the neighborhood gang kept trying to ask the guys, are you gonna step up, you gonna do it, and you know, cook your meat and all this, that, and the third, right? And nobody was gonna do it, right? Because they mainly respected Roland, so anybody gonna do it. So they told his son, you know, why his son just snuck off out the house again, and told him, look, this is what it is, it's coming down to it, you're gonna have to basically earn your stripes, and this is what you gotta do. You know, your daddy bought this upon himself, and this, that, and the third. Well, what they didn't know is when they gave that little boy that gun, he turned around and popped both of them. The supposedly leader of the neighborhood gang and his sidekick, or, you know, number one dude that was, you know, itching to sit up there and try to kill Roland, right? The one who kept trying to get his son involved in foolishness all the time. And he kept telling his son, you don't hang out with him, and he's not the type of person I want you hanging out with. Well, that's what it was. So, he killed both of them. And then he ended up going back to the house because they were looking for, Roland and his wife and his daughter were looking for their son, actually, because some of the neighborhood guys had already came to the house previously and were trying to intimidate his wife and his daughter. And so they went to the grocery store, a public place, you know, because they felt safer there than being at the house. So Roland goes to pick them up, but they're driving around the neighborhood trying to look for their son. Can't find him. He's not answering his phone. He over there smoking and drinking like he just, you know, it's the thing to do. And so with that, like I said, being at the hangout spot or whatever it is, that's where Roland's son sits up there and kills the neighborhood, you know, leader of the gang and his, you know, sidekick or number one dude or whatever. That, you know, when he gets home, because they went back to the house trying to look for him out there and drove over, you know, looking for him over and over in different places. And he told his dad what happened and what he did. So his dad goes and gets the gun, an AK, out of the room or some room, goes to get the gun and goes to get his handgun as well. Because he's thinking that like the mob is coming or the neighborhood is gonna come to try to get him and his family. And come to find out, they came to actually, you know, celebrate his family, or, you know, kept saying Daisy. That's Roland's character's name is Roland Daisy. I'm gonna say Daisy, and then we're chanting something, New York something. That's what it sounded like to me. And so now he's the person that's running the neighborhood now. And when he was supposed to have gotten 400, like his 300 back from the company, that actually bought Genco, right? He was supposed to, they told him, but they'll also give him an additional 150. So when they came to give him the money, they only gave him 300,000 back, what he had actually originally invested, you know, the neighborhood's money. And he was like, you know, you kind of short. That was supposed to be 450, not 300. So the Russian lady was like, you know, you're welcome to call my lawyer or whatever it is behind something, because he told her, he said, I know who you are, I know what, no, he said, I know what you are. And she was like, then you should know why you should walk away from this company and never look back. If you know what I am. And so he kept trying to tell Nick that night when they were in the club, supposedly going to go celebrate for after they gave their why of why they, you know, started the company or invested in the company and everything. And while he was walking around the club, Roland was, and he's noticing different things. And he's noticing people in there with, with guns on and, the atmosphere and whatnot. And so he tried to tell Nick, look, no, this ain't what it is and what it looks like, They're around here with, packed with guns. There's people in here with guns and, the atmosphere. And he kept saying, he kept telling them, no, I think there's a different Russian guys or whatever it is. And he kept trying to tell Nick, and Nick was like, oh, you're being paranoid. Just, enjoy yourself, live for the moment. Tomorrow we sign the papers and, and have the company, have a major investor and this, that, and the third. Just relax and enjoy the night, have fun. Now, Roland's the type, he doesn't drink. He doesn't drink alcohol at all. He'll drink water, he'll drink some juice, or whatever, but he don't drink alcohol. So he stays sober in order to, with his surroundings. At least while he's out. I don't know what he, at the house. But I think being out and about, he stays sober for his surroundings. And I was like, oh man, I said they are not paying attention and listening. And as soon as they were talking about the why and whatnot, and I was like, this is a setup. It's like they're gonna use that against them one way or another, not knowing they were gonna use it to push them out and not give them credit for helping her start her company up or find investors or whatever. And and how they ended up in a bind to even be meeting with this guy Alex, the millionaire, billionaire tech holder and stuff, is because a corrupt FBI agent had a hacker, and one or one and or 1A or something like that, A1, whatever the hacker's name was, right? He's supposed to be the best hacker there is in the world, and nobody can hide anything from him, whatever it is. This guy is, can basically get into anything, anybody's system. And so the FBI dude told him, I'll stop pursuing you, I'll leave you alone, you go work for who you want to and go live the rest of your life. I just need you to get back my money. So the other part of the money, besides the $300,000 that Nick's father gave to him, came from the corrupt police officer. And I think that was like 1.8 million, right? And that came from the corrupt police officer. And so he had the hacker dude, the number one hacker dude, right? Hack into Genco's company and take their digital coins because he wanted the money back, right? And come to find out, not only did the hacker dude do that, he told him, I've already taken my cut, my fee, because he told him whatever it is that I take, I'm gonna take a percentage of it, whatever his percentage was. And so he was like, okay, now your your percentage of the money. He's like, don't worry about it, I've already taken it out when I retrieved your money. He said, I already took that out. Meaning, what he actually did was set up to where it looked like the corrupt FBI Fed looked like his money was there on a drive, a USB drive or whatever. It looked like it, right? But it wasn't actually there. All the money, the guy had took all the money and left, and the Russians sent him, I don't know, they sent him somewhere to where the corrupt FBI dude could not get him, couldn't touch him or nothing, right? But he made a recording. This is the other thing, right? The corrupt FBI dude, his partner was at his house because they done fooled around and this, that, and the third. Well, his partner at his house, and the hacker dude comes over and he's thinking like she's just a regular old girl, and you know, start talking in front of her about the money, and you know, he's got it, and he's stole it, you know, where does he want it to be sent, and this, that, and the lady was like, what? And that's when she realized that he was on the tape, and that he was corrupt, and had, that's the reason he kept throwing her off from Nick's father. So she couldn't really investigate and look into him because he was a part of the corruption. So I probably ain't explaining this whole thing very well, but it was interesting enough to me. So I was like, okay, there's 3 seasons of this. I was like, all right, we can watch this, we can do this, we can do this. And so like I said, I'll start season 2 when I get to the house, and then watch season 3. I think my best friend said it's not going to be a season 4, but you know, you never know. I think like once things get picked up on Netflix, or Netflix starts showing certain things from other networks, I think that's when those networks decide, okay, well, we'll make a final, you know, season of something. Like we're waiting on the final season of Ozark, right? Waiting on the final season of The Kingdom. We're waiting on the final season, I think, of Money Heist. I watched the final season of Queen of the South, right? And Teresita, she's gone. She's gone. So, yeah. Won't be any more Queen of the South. And that's a shame, because they could have stretched that out and, you know, made that last to where before it comes to an end. I guess maybe whoever's, you know, the companies and networks or whoever writing didn't have much to keep writing about, or decisions were made that had, you know, they didn't have control over. But it was just very disappointing that it had to end like that, for real. They didn't have to. They didn't have to. So, yeah. We're almost at the garage, y'all. We're not that far away, probably another minute. So, I want to say thank you. I know I'll be sitting up here rambling and running my mouth and stuff, and y'all know I bounce from situation to situation, right? But I appreciate you guys commuting with me into work this morning, being a part of my drive in. I pray that you have a good day, a great day, an awesome day, a wonderful day, a beautiful day, a blessed day. Pray that you get to home, work, or your destination of choice safe and sound in one piece. No hassle, fuss, trouble, problems, misunderstandings. Definitely no meet and greet. You know, we don't do that. You know, if you can, just try to be respectful to each other as best you can. Don't let people sit up in and you know, get on your nerves and work you up down to the last of the frizzle frazzles, because baby, they'll do it. They will definitely do it. And I got news for this thing, this little SUV. That's right, you better come on. You better come on, get on with the good foot. Because all that speeding that you doing, you could have stayed where you were. All that just to get over, and then wasn't turning, wasn't going nowhere, but just wanted the lane. Then you could have just waited. That's what you could have did. So, I'm already about to get worked up over some crap. So, but either way, like I said,
to issue a ticket,
don't let people work up your nerves and get you all heated and not in. And you know, next thing you know, you just be all the time. You know, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. They'll work you down to the last of the first frazzle. Don't let them do it. Don't let them do it. And that reminds me, I need to go to H-E-B and I need to get some more masks because I'm down to my, well, the ones that I like to buy, I'm down to my last, and I need some more. So, all right, then, y'all, I will be talking to you later. I gotta get downstairs and catch the shuttle. And you guys enjoy your day. Okay.